Hey, welcome back to Postal Barbecue. I'm Jabin Postal, and today at the grill we're making up some delicious pickle brine chicken wings that are absolutely delicious. And so, just like always, I'm going to put all the show notes as well as a full recipe in the description box below, so make sure to click down there and see everything that you need for this recipe. Also, if you like what we're doing on this channel, consider subscribing for more great barbecue recipes, tutorials, and reviews. Now than that, let's get into the cook. As I said, welcome back to Postal Barbecue. I appreciate you being here. Today at the grill, we're gonna be making some delicious pickle brine chicken wings. And if you've never had pickled chicken wings before, this is one of those recipes that you just need to try out because they are so good. And you often have all the ingredients that you need in your house already because let's face it, we all have pickles and we all have leftover jars full of that pickled brine. And so it's a great way to use up that pickle juice as well as make some great tasting wings. And so what I have here is my chicken wings. These wings are still intact. If you prefer your wings to be split and separated into the drumettes and the flats, go for it. It's not going to change the recipe with this cook. And so I'm just going to place these wings off to the front while we prepare our brine. And so I'm going to start off with a few cloves of garlic. Just going to take that and just crush those down. And then I'm going to give them just a rough chop. And we don't need to go overboard with this. We just want some of that flavor of that garlic to be released into our brine. After our garlic, I'm gonna grab some fresh dill. We're gonna chop up, a small handful of this. There we go. And the reason that we're adding some more garlic and some more dill is because we want to just reinforce some of that flavor that's already in our pickle juice. And so today I'm going to be using just the leftover juice of a jar of pickles that I had. And you can see it's about a half a quart. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our Ziploc bag. We're going to pour that pickle brine into the Ziploc bag. There we go. Next I'm going to grab all of my garlic and place that in there as well, followed by our freshly chopped dill. Just give that a little mix. And then to our bag, I'm gonna add in my chicken wings. Just like that. And then I'm gonna close this up. We're gonna get all of the air out of this bag as we possibly can. There we go. And then with our bag fully secured shut, just gonna go ahead and massage our chicken in that brine solution. And we want that vinegar and that garlic and that dill just to really start absorbing into this chicken. All right, there we go. And so with our chicken in our brine, I'm gonna place this now into the fridge for a couple hours to allow that brine and that garlic and dill to really start absorbing into the chicken wings. And then at that point, when it's time, we'll come back and we'll finish the preparation. So our wings have been marinating in that pickle brine for about 2.5 hours, and I've gone ahead and removed them from the bag, and you'll notice that you have a lot of that dill and garlic still on there, and the wings are quite wet still. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some paper towel, and we're gonna dry off these wings because we want the outer surface to be as dry as possible so that that skin gets nice and crispy and bite through and just absolutely delicious. All right, so now that the outside surface of these wings has been dried off a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with my Postal Barbecue chicken rub. This stuff goes amazing on chicken wings. And I do recommend when you are doing a pickle wing to keep those flavors a little bit more neutral or just to go light on your seasoning. And so that's what I'm gonna do today. We're gonna add a little bit of color, a little bit of salt, but you don't wanna overdo it. There we go, we'll flip those over, and then I'm gonna season that top section as well. And again, we're putting just enough on to add a little bit of extra color without taking away from that pickle flavor. And so with these wings all seasoned up and ready to go, let me show you how I set up the Slow N Sear Kettle for cooking around 350 degrees. So to set up our kettle today for cooking these wings, I filled up a full chimney basket of unlit briquettes and I got those coals mostly lit. Once they were mostly lit, I then dumped them into the Slow N Sear basket with my bottom vent fully open and my top vent about halfway open. Once that was done, I closed the lid and let those temperatures come up to around 350 degrees. So with our grill sitting around that 350 degree mark, let's go ahead and get these chicken wings onto the grill opposite the coals. You will notice that I'm not putting any hardwood into this cook today because we want that pickle brine to really shine through and not be masked by any of that smoky flavor. And so with everything on the grill, I'm going to close up this lid and I'm going to begin cooking this, like I said, around 350 degrees for probably about 60 minutes. And I'm going to come back about the 20-minute mark to give them a flip. So while we're waiting for those wings to finish cooking, let's go ahead and make a nice dip for these wings. And so I'm gonna start off by adding into a bowl 1 cup of mayonnaise. And then to that, I'm gonna add in another cup of sour cream. And then to this, I'm gonna add in 1/3 cup of pickle juice. And this is just going to help thin down that sauce as well as bring some extra pickle flavor to our wings. Then to that, I'm going to add in 2 cloves of minced garlic. I'm also going to add in about a tablespoon of chopped dill. And then lastly, I'm going to add in a little bit of spice. And so today I'm going to be using some habanero sauce from El Yucateco. I'm going to add that in and go ahead and use your favorite hot sauce to this. And then we're just going to mix all this together. And it is missing a touch of salt, so I'm going to add in just a sprinkle into there. Mix that in. All right, we'll give this another taste. There it is, that's perfect. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the fridge to allow those flavors to really just blend together until our wings are done. It's now been 20 minutes since I first put these wings into the grill, and like I said, we're gonna open up the grill and give them a flip just to promote some even cooking. Ooh, those are cooking along very nicely. And you can see that that skin is starting to dry up, which is exactly what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and give these a flip. There we go. These are smelling very nice. And so I'm gonna close up this grill again and we're gonna continue to cook it for another 20 minutes before we come back and give them a final flip. We're now 40 minutes into this cooking, so let's now open up the grill and give these wings one final flip. Oh, that aroma is so nice. All right, there we go. So let me just bring you into these wings. You can see that skin is starting to get a nice color and the outside surface is starting to crisp up a little bit. And so let's go ahead and just take an internal temperature to see where these are at. All right, so these are sitting around 165 degrees. So technically these wings are done, but I find it's always best to push your temperatures with wings to around 185, 190 degrees. And so that's what we're gonna do with these guys. We're gonna let them cook for another 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and check our temperatures once again. We've now hit that 60-minute mark and our kettle grill has been cooking around 350 degrees the entire time. And so let's now open up the grill and just confirm our temperatures. Oh man, these look incredible. That color is just so rich. Okay, let's probe this. We're sitting around 188 degrees, and so these are perfect, exactly what we're looking for. And so I'm gonna pull them off the grill and then we'll get ready for the taste test. So in just 60 minutes, we've cooked off these pickle brined wings as well as made that delicious spicy dill sauce. And so let's go in for the taste test and see how we did. And one of the things I want to show you first of all is just that skin. It's nice and crispy. So let's pull it apart. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna go for a taste of the drum and just see how we did. Oh my goodness. That is really good. Now that is a tasty wing, but let's go ahead and try the same one dipped into our dill sauce. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh, wow. Now this puts it over the top. That is so good. You know, one of the things that I love about these pickle brined wings is that they don't take a lot of time and the flavor just pops with every single bite. You get that dill and that garlic, as well as that little bit of vinegar taste that is, you know, classic with a dill pickle. You add in that sauce and, like I said, it puts it over the top. It's so good. I hope you give this a try, because this is one wing recipe that you don't want to miss out on. So that's how you make those delicious pickle brine chicken wings for your next feast. Hey, if you want to see more barbecue videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. Also, special thank you to all my patrons out there who help support this channel every single week. Until next time, keep that fire lit and get cooking.